everyone, and welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast. I'm your host, Melissa.
And I'm your co-host, Elisa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of the new year.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. How is your guys' New Year's resolutions going?
Yeah. How's it starting for you?
How's it starting? Are you guys actually, like, doing it, or you're just saying you're doing it to be like, I'm amazing, but, you know, like, you're like, nah, I like my life already as it is.
Yeah. Tell us your resolutions in the comments
below.
Yeah.
Get that
Maybe
together.
I'll get an idea of something. Because remember, I'm not doing resolutions this year.
Nope. I just got goals. I guess, like, one of my big ones is, like, getting organized more.
Yeah.
That's like
Same.
I've been doing that since like November. I've been trying to do that.
Yeah.
Been reorganizing my room and getting rid of like 80% of the stuff I don't want.
I think I need to do that too.
Clean it. Clean it. What fills you joy? Does it give you joy?
I need a new dresser. The one that I have is like completely broken on the inside.
Oh.
And I need to get a new one.
Well, it's time to get a new one on this new year.
So I guess that's my resolution, is getting a new dresser drawer.
That's the goal in life. That's a New Year's resolution.
All right.
It's just like maybe it's getting.
I need to go to IKEA.
IKEA. We'll blog it. Mostly it's gonna be Melissa just looking at all the fake plants.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much. For those of you who don't know what the Coffee Break Podcast is and wonder what the heck are we talking about and why are we going on a tangent, well, that's how we are. We're that friend you haven't seen in a long time. That cousin has to move back into town. Or Melissa trying to cut you off as you're telling the intro.
Yeah,
no,
sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's okay. It's okay. For now. I'm kidding. Come join us as we talk about games, movies, and today's segment.
TV shows again, but this is our revamped version, I guess, or updated version.
Update version.
With the new shows that have come out, we've watched some, and we're going to tell you about it, or our opinions about it.
Yes, and you can let us know if you agree with us or not.
Yeah.
We also do a segment called Coffee of the Day where we pick one special coffee or new coffee that you haven't known, and we give you special facts about it or ways to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get started. For our coffee of the day, we have, can't pronounce this for my life, but we'll try. It's called a Teeccino. A Teeccino. Before I tell you what it is, can you guess what a Teeccino is?
No. It's like a tea cappuccino. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds right.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Teeccino.
So Teeccino is actually not coffee. It's tea coffee. I put a lot of emphasis on the tea. Tea coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not like coffee grounds. It's tea grounds. They use like a certain kind of like tea. There is no acid in this, and there's little amounts of caffeine. It's the best. It's really good if you have a bad acid reflux.
Oh, okay.
So like my mom has it. Like that's where I learned it, because her acid reflux is kind of bad. It's been getting better since she's cut down like caffeine and like certain acid.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like, if you still love the coffee taste, but you can't drink coffee, Teeccino is pretty good. And that brand is like, it's really good. It has different flavors and stuff like that.
Oh.
But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty different. It's really different. The measuring for me when I try making a Teeccino is like I have to use a little bit more less tea than I would with coffee, because it has an aftertaste that if it's too strong.
Some of them do. It's like a very herbally aftertaste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my favorites is English breakfast. My favorite teas is one of them is English breakfast. I cannot words. But it's English breakfast, and it's really, really good, but it can give you that herbally flavor, like aftertaste. It's still really good, but the aftertaste sometimes can linger a little too long.
Just a little bit. Yeah, it's not the greatest. But yeah, it kind of has that. It's pretty good. I don't drink it in the mornings. I drink it at night when I'm craving coffee, but I don't want to stay up all night, and I know I have to wake up early. I'll make one of those, and then I just get the coffee flavor, but I won't get like the jitters and stuff like that. So yeah, this is really good if your acid reflux is really bad. And for those of you who don't know what acid reflux is, it's kind of what separates the acids in your stomach. Yeah. I can't really give you like the full details, but sometimes some people's like acid reflux can't really like separate or control how much goes into your stomach lining. Yeah. So if I'm wrong, someone please like clarify it for me. I would be so grateful. I won't get embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed. But it's like, yeah, just let me know if I said it wrong. But yeah, that's like, it's like what makes you cough more because it's burning your throat too. So that's the thing.
Yeah, Ethan from the H3H3 podcast, he has that.
Oh, acid reflux.
Like really bad acid reflux. And he makes this really like awful sounding noise during the podcast. So whenever like I'll be listening with my headphones in and he'll just like go and I'm just like, whoa, dude. Oh,
I was relaxing.
Yeah, it's a joke now, but when you hear it, it's like, whoa. It sounds pretty bad. It sounds like really like bad smoker cough type situation.
It does sound like it. It's like, it's not the best to have it because then you can't even eat strawberries because they have acid in it.
High
like
acidic foods and stuff.
Red tomato sauce you can't eat.
You can't eat hot wings. Oh my gosh.
That's fine with me. You're like, oh my god, I can't live anymore. I must have my wings. My wings.
Hot wings. They're so good. They're really bad for you, but they're good.
Oh no. Yeah, they are. But yeah, that's our coffee of the day segment. So yeah, let's get into our topic. Just an update. Everyone's been really into what's going on lately with the Australia brush fire. Oh, yeah. We had an episode about the Australia brush fires a few episodes ago. If you guys want to check it out, get more information about exactly what's causing it or what's going on, please check that out. Check out the GoFundMe for the koalas hospital there in Australia as well. And a new one that I found, it's called www.wires.org.au, and they have a site that's all set up to help with donations to the fire departments, hospitals, and sanctuaries that are being created because almost 8,000 koalas have died in the fires. Over 100,000 different species have died from the fires, and a lot are just scared for their lives. Jeez. So for those of you who wants to do something but you can't physically be there, go to a site, donate, make something to sell, to help fundraise. Like we have a koala shirt online that we would like for others. Like pretty much most of the proceeds, gosh, I can't think of that word. Proceeds are going to be going towards any of the GoFundMe or the accounts that we share with you guys. Yeah. It's not just for us, it's for them. Like we're doing this to help them. We're not doing this for a selfish reason. Yeah. So it'd be great if you guys would go check it out. And if you don't want to buy from us, go check from their sites that we offer to you guys, or any that you find and you want to share with us, let us know. For sure.
If there are any like fundraisers or something that you would think, or like GoFundMe's, send them our way.
Yeah, GoFundMe's. GoFundMe's, sites that have like fundraisings and all this jazzy jazz
for the fires and stuff. That would be very helpful.
It's
just really sad. Yeah. Like seeing it all happen. Like it happens here in California for us too. So we kind of understand their situation, but I feel like their situation is just way more severe, and it's a little scary and sad to see like all the natural wildlife just go up in flames like that. It's really disheartening.
Yeah, doing the research for it.
Because like their government's not doing anything about it, and it's like
because they don't want to.
Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of controversy around the politics behind it all, but I don't know. I'm not really like super delved deep in other people's governments and stuff, but I do read certain things here and there.
Yeah. Australia government just doesn't want to put finance into environmental or like protecting wildlife because they feel like they can focus on other materials. But it's like Australia is very known for their wildlife too. Yeah. So it's like you gotta kind of gotta step up. Yeah. So that's the update on that. If you want more information, go check out our our last episode that we had about the Australian brushfire and like more of the backstory of what's going on. So please check that out. But yeah. So let's get into our main topic for today.
Okay. So
TV shows.
I didn't write anything down. I'm an idiot. I did not write anything down. Don't agree with me. Yes, but so you start because you wrote stuff down. I know that did you watch Witcher?
Yes, okay, I am in love with. No, I'm almost done. I watch it with Joe. That's why. So because like he played the games and he read the books. Right. I only played some of the game. Yeah. But the show is basically going off the books. Yeah. And so they barely went through the first season. Barely went through the first book. Right. And he wrote a lot of books, let me tell you. Which I am A-okay with The Witcher having so many, like, series, like, seasons. Because The Witcher, honestly, doesn't really have, like, a story plot. No. He's literally just going around being like, what can get me money?
Yeah, basically. It's just like, I don't know if anybody else knows, but Geralt is basically a Witcher. He hunts, like, monsters and stuff for coin. And, there's no, like, straightforward outline of, like, where he's been, in the Witcher realm or world. So it's never fully discussed. A lot of the tales on The Witcher are told by a bard named Dandelion, and that's where we get the stories from. But because Dandelion's not always with him, or the bard that he's with, his name, I don't remember his name for some reason.
I forgot, but I love the song that they made.
Yeah, so he'll go on adventures and, like write down the stories and stuff, but for the most part Geralt's by himself, so you don't know everything that he does. So yeah,
they're mostly like going because
it's kind of okay that if they make up certain things here and there, as long as the whole outline of Ciri's story gets done correctly, because her story is more like firm and to the point. And
whose?
Cirilla,
yeah, the daughter, the princess, yeah, mm-hmm. Cirilla. It's about Cirilla, Yennefer, and Geralt. I keep wanting to say Geralt. I know it's Geralt, but I want to say Geralt, just for the fun of it. But yeah, it's about them three. Yeah, and they're not essentially. Yeah, like they're all different timelines when you see it. Yeah, they're all different. So I'm not gonna spoil too much for it, but yeah, it's different timelines.
Let's get into it. That is one of the issues that I have with this show, I will say.
You're gonna have to fight Joe about this.
No, because here's my reasoning. I understand that the timeline. Okay, so basically what I will say is that the timeline for Ciri is basically in the future or now. Yeah. And then, and all of the story being told, or all of Geralt's timeline is basically in the past. But you don't get a sense of any of that up until way later in the season, the first season. And you're just like left kind of hanging or wondering for certain things. And it wasn't until I realized when once he met Yennefer for the first time ever was when I realized, okay, so basically all of this had already happened. And it was like, it wasn't very obvious at all. And even my sister, when she watched it, she was confused all to hell. And I had to explain it all to her. And I had only watched like a good quarter of the show. So I only know it because I did play Wild Hunt, or I started playing Wild Hunt. So I know kind of the goings on of what happened in the first Witcher stories. But I never read the books. I'm only like a fan from the video game aspect of it. Whereas my brother, he actually read the books too. Yeah. And he played the games. So he knows more about it than I do. But I can pretty much get a grasp of the story is about. And so I had to explain it to her without actually seeing the whole thing. And then it kind of like just clicked in her head. And so I assumed that she kind of just connected the dots because she'd already finished it ahead of me.
Yeah.
And so
Joe had to explain a bunch of things to me because like it makes sense when you're watching, like not makes sense, but it's just like you're like, okay, things are happening, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you did not know they were happening at different timelines, you're wondering like, why is no one talking about this? Why is no one talking about that? Or like, how come that looks different from now to here? Because Yennefer is like bajillion years old.
Yeah.
Like, she's crazy old.
Yeah.
But, you know, mages, immortality.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Not getting more into that. Same with Witcher. Well, they're man-made.
True, but they're still mutated
but they're
to
still,
live long lives.
Yeah. Which, the actor that plays Geralt, he's a big Witcher fan. And like in one of the interviews,
surprised me.
Yeah, one of the interviews, he's always like, "Tell us about The Witcher," and he like went on a spree of telling it, and he's like, "Okay, I gotta calm myself down." He's like, "Oh wow, that's a lot." He's like, "No, I only told you an edited version of it. I did not tell you the whole thing." He was just like, "I have to hold myself back," which is really funny. He's just like, "I hold myself back."
Honestly, I really liked him. I was very, very, very on the fence with him because I didn't care too much for his portrayal of Superman to begin with. So for him to portray Geralt of Rivia, I was like, okay, I'm not sure about this, but you know, I'm gonna wait it out and see. And then as I started watching the series, he started becoming way more likable. So I was happy with how his portrayal of
It's
Geralt.
different when an actor loves their position to just being like, okay, this is a job, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And honestly, like,
you're right, because that's what made Deadpool so successful.
Because Ryan Reynolds is like, I want to rock it, and he does a great job as it. And that's what, like, Wonder Woman was great too. This gal was just like, I'm gonna be the best Wonder Woman ever. And it's like, basically, you right, girl, you right, you the best. So it's just like, he did a great job, like, fitting into his character. And I think it was like, because like he tweeted saying he'd be like, it'd be great to play as the Witcher in the new season. And then like a few days later he was like, got the new role, and he was like, yes. And I bet he was like very passionate during his audition too. And it's just like, I feel like he's a good fit for it. I'll be honest, DC needs better directors for certain movies because like they've been lacking in their films, but they've been on it with their animations, which I'm like, if your animation is successful, copy that same exact storyline into a film. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people have done it. A lot of people have been successful about it, but I can go on a rant about this in another episode later. But The Witcher's amazing, and their effects are on point. Yeah. The first
I have critiques on certain things, though.
The first one wasn't that good. The first CGI monster that you see was not that good.
Really? I thought that one was like one of the better ones, to be honest.
No, the one with the... What's her name? What's the one that he had to fight till dawn? Like, he was trying to avoid her in the crypt. That one was pretty good because that was all makeup. Yeah. That was pretty good. That was my favorite one, but that's me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
She's because later on, see, I don't know where you're at, so I
don't say anything.
There are certain creatures that I actually didn't care for too much. Like their design, I didn't care for it.
There's some where they're just like,
but I mean, that's kind of how it is. This is different.
Yeah. So it's a little bit different.
But there are some things that I didn't like, little things I didn't like. But overall, everything was really good. Yeah.
They did a good job with like the budget they were given. Yeah. But they did well. Like, who was it? They're like, it's like Game of Thrones. I'm like, don't say that.
Like, you can't compare.
No, you can't. Game of Thrones is different. Like, calm down, y'all. Calm down. What's another show you've been watching that you've been very... There's a lot of shows I've been watching I'm very passionate about.
Honestly, it was just that one, if I'm completely honest. Oh, I was supposed to be watching The Mandalorian, but I didn't have time.
Oh, I heard that was good.
Everyone's been talking about it, obviously.
Even the kids.
The things that I have seen here and there, they're really good. Yeah. Not gonna lie. I'm impressed like with the whole thing so far of what I'm seeing, but I need to watch it.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's like one of those things you have to. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I'm okay not watching it, and I'm okay with people spoiling stuff for me.
Yeah.
But it just like I kind of want to see it. Just
I've
like,
heard mixed reviews by people. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's what Star Wars should have been or should be. A lot of people are saying that it's actually not that good. So I do not know.
Well then.
I really do not know. I don't have like a firm opinion. So I just like what I'm seeing so far.
Okay. Yeah, I see it on my Facebook and I'm just like, all right.
I'm trying not to I'm actually staying a little bit away from social media because of that reason, because there are certain things that I want to see.
Always say that.
No, it's true. It's because I don't want stuff like that to get ruined for me. Like even with his Dark Materials or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it, but my cousin told me that I definitely should read the book before I.
Oh, okay.
So that's gonna be like one of the first things I'm buying soon.
Is the book.
Is the book his Dark Materials and the Golden Compass. Because you have to read the Golden Compass first before you read his Dark Materials.
Well, you got homework.
I do. Because I want to talk to him about it too. Because he's a big book fan, buff
bookworm
guy. Yeah, bookworm. And I am too, but I don't feel like I have very big range of things that I read. I'm very much one-sided. I really like sci-fi and or just fantasy. But that's it. I don't really read historical nonfiction or historical fiction or nothing like that. So I guess that's one of my resolutions is read more books.
Read more books. I'm staying away from that. No, I don't like reading.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, reading books. I'll read when I do research, but that's it. I don't want to read a book.
You're missing out.
I always tell the kids you better read, and then I'm over here I don't want to read. One of the kids one day is gonna be like, "You giant hypocrite," and I'll be like, "Yes, I was, but deal with it. I'm an adult. You're a child." But yeah, I have to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day I will when someone lets me borrow their Disney Plus. Any volunteers out there? No?
You can't do that.
I'll help pay.
You can't use our platform for that.
Who said I can? No one said I can. I own half this company. If I said it can, it can.
What else have you been watching? I haven't really been watching. That was the only thing I watched recently.
A good one is if you're really into, and this is becoming a thing because a lot of vampire shows have been coming up. It's called V Wars.
I saw that.
You saw the movie?
I saw the trailer. I didn't see the show.
It is good.
Okay.
It's good. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's it's a good watch because it's funny because the main actor is from The Vampire Diaries.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
and
right.
I didn't know that until I looked up the actors and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he was and it's so funny seeing the early 20s, early 2000s shows from now.
Dude, I can't believe I watched that.
Honestly.
That's because of my sister.
Well, in our age during that time, we were really into that romantic fantasize of oh, he's so mysterious and vampire-y.
Yeah, that's true. You're very right.
And it was better than Twilight.
But it was better than Twilight because they actually had gore and certain things, certain realistic things that made sense or I don't know, just the way they tied it together was done really nicely. And I actually read the books and the books kind of sucked. The show was a lot more successful than the book. Believe it or not.
The Vampire Diaries. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that a lot. I heard a lot of people were like, you don't have to read the book, just watch a movie.
Yeah.
A show. And I was like, all right. I only watched a few episodes. Yeah. I was confused. Never went back.
I will say, though, that the show is, kind of, prolonged for too long, though. They should have just ended it a lot sooner than they did, honestly. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. You're like, that's my opinion. It's the right opinion, but no, I'm kidding. It's my opinion.
It's my opinion.
But It's pretty cool. V Wars is literally about a scientist and his like, he's not a blood related brother, but they're close friends. Mm-hmm. And they go to a research laboratory in Atlantic because one of their teams went missing, and they found a virus that's in the Ice Age period that awoken, and they call it the vampire. Like, I forgot what it's called, but it's literally the vampire virus. And you just follow about how the brother got infected. It's in the trailer. He gets infected. And you just follow his path and becoming, like, helping the vampires. And then the scientists, like...
Trying to find a
cure. And everything is just, like, you can't trust this person. You can't trust that person. This is happening. That's happening. Like, oh, so-and-so is going to die. Oh, that person didn't die. Oh, that person died. It's crazy. But, like, it's pretty good. I liked it. Like, I watched it during my lunch break, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna watch an hour of it. I ended up watching 3 episodes, and I wasted my lunch break. I was literally just sitting down and watching it because it was that good. Okay. It was really good. It is a bit gory, so if you really don't like blood or like ripping of limbs and stuff like that, I wouldn't watch it, but it's pretty good. I liked it. I can't wait for the 2nd season.
Okay, because I was on the fence on it honestly, and then when I saw the new show Dracula come out, saw that does not look good.
No, I was looking at that trailer. That's why I'm saying, like, oh, vampires are coming back. Yeah. Like, we had that whole zombie craze for a couple of years, and now everyone's like, let's go back to, vampires not being sparkly.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know how I feel about Dracula because I was watching the trailer for it.
It just not look good.
It doesn't. It doesn't appeal.
No.
If you watch Dracula, you let us know because I kind of don't want to sit down and watch it.
Give us your opinion.
Yeah, please let us know. Be a friend and a fan. Do us a favor. Do us a solid.
Yeah, let us know your opinion on it if you've seen it.
Yeah.
Honestly, just from what I saw, I didn't care for it.
No. Or it's probably just a bad trailer and the show's actually really good. Yeah. And we're just being judgmental because we don't want to watch it yet. So.
I'm so cynical. I can't help it.
No, I get it because I don't want to waste like time sitting down watching when I could have been watching something else.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, like, that's how you learn, right? It's kind of how you know if you like something or you don't like something.
Sometimes I'll test out like the first episode, but even like that, the trailer didn't convince me of doing that.
No, there's been a lot of shows on Netflix like Glow Up.
I saw the trailer for that.
I love
that
show. Yeah,
I've been watching Queer Eye.
Queer Eye is great. Yeah. It's not like that, but like Glow Up is
if I want to get into my feelings, I'll watch Queer Eye.
Yeah, if you want to have deep feelings, watch Queer Eye.
I watched their Japan one. That one, oh my god, it made me cry. I was like, oh my god, why do I do this to myself?
I know, stop. That's why I can't watch it too much because I'm just like, I gotta cry right now. Get off screen. But if you don't know what Glow Up is, it's a makeup competition in London, and it's pretty cool. It is a bit like, because I love the judges, like I love them, but it is a bit like picky. The judges, like, it is like,
they nitpicky.
Yeah, because like
they nitpick
because it's a makeup competition. It's not like a paint competition on people. It's not like this creative.
Skin wars.
Yeah, it's not skin wars. It's not face off. You follow what the brief was, and if you can't follow it, you're not meant for that industry. So it's different, but it's pretty cool what people come up with. And one of my favorite people in the show won the competition. So, and I'm not telling you who that was. If to you or to you. So it's a pretty good show. I loved it. I literally binge watched it. It took me a week to watch it though because I had V Wars and this watching it at the same time. Yeah. So I'd be like, oh, gruesome, go to makeup. Oh, glamorous. That's sparkle.
I've been rewatching a lot of Drag Race too. I've been doing that, and then like over the Christmas time, I was watching. Or like Christmas holidays when they were like way closer, I was watching the Great British Baking Show.
Oh yes,
so the holiday version.
That's so good. I love it.
I love that show.
It's such a sweet show. It's too sweet for us.
It's just like a really humble, like cute little show. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just really cool. watch and listen to while you're doing stuff too.
Yeah, so. And you just see the great stuff they make. You're like, huh.
And the little sketches of like all of their ideas and stuff. So cute.
It's so cute. You should do that. That's your job. That's your job.
I don't know about that.
No, you should.
I should, huh?
You should. Have you seen The Circle? Or heard of it?
I think I saw like the little poster picture thing for
the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a interesting like new social experiment show where there's like 8 contestants and they all are in their own rooms. They never leave. They don't see each other. Yeah. They all talk through a platform called The Circle. And what they do is that I'm trying to remember it because I just started watching it. So what happens is they can only talk to each other. They can either be their true self or they can catfish other people and pretend to be someone else. Like there's one guy, it's not really a spoiler alert. He pretends to be his girlfriend. So he uses his girlfriend's pictures. He uses like the way she talks and stuff like that. They don't talk, so you can't hear their voice. Yeah. But they choose, and the person who is most voted like to be likable or hang out or something like that, they win $100,000. Whoa. So your main like goal is to be the most liked and to be the most honest, that people trust you. And yeah, so some people are going in being themselves, and they're our age. Like there's a lot of people who are our age. Yeah, I mean, kind of fits with it. There's a lot of people on that show. I wish I could just like, you shouldn't exist. But like, and at the end of like, I think it's a week or so, if you are not the most favorited or you're not like, no one likes you, you can get booted off. Whoa. And someone else comes and takes your place.
What? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's like survival, but millennial style. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it's interesting. How I feel about that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, and like, and then when that loser, they get to confront one person from the circle to tell them who they are and talk about themselves. Yeah. And they can show it at the end of the show. They show it to themselves. Whoop, I hit the mic. But that one's a pretty interesting one. It's a bit too much for me, though, because it's very, like...
The social media stuff is just,
and it's the people that they pick people that a lot of people don't like. Like, majority of the people, like, there's, like, when the boomers are like, oh, you millennials, kind of thing. Like, really? The actual millennials who are just way into much of their selfies and into themselves. Yeah. There is humble people on that show, but they're struggling the most. And I'm just like,
the Kim Kardashians of the world.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. So it's a good show. Yeah. Decent show. Decent. I'm only saying decent because I haven't really watched a lot of it. I just started watching it. But it's funny. Mm-hmm. It's really funny just to watch it. Like, if you had a good laugh, I would watch that. This is funny. But yeah.
Oh, I remember one that I was watching. This one about like magic. But it's
The Magician?
Yeah. No, not that one. It was like actual real magic.
Dang.
Like he's
Magic for Humans?
Yes.
That
one's actually really good.
He's funny. He's so funny. I love him. I'm just like, dude.
It's clever. And I thought that's one of those things that I like. I don't know. I'm kind of a goofball when it comes to that because I actually do really like it. I remember when My Freak came out, I was all about it.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of like right up my alley too, but a little bit better because he's more charismatic and funny. Whereas like Chris Angel was like super kind of cringy and like dark and rock and roll. And so this guy is like complete opposite. He's like more approachable. Yeah. And so it's kind of like a lot of the stuff that he does is really funny.
That's awesome.
That's one of the things that I like. And magic for some reason is just really like, oh shit. I'm just like, well, how do you do that?
What's going on?
What is this?
What is this?
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This is a really good show. I don't know. If you like watching like random stuff, watch that.
Or something in the background while you're working on stuff.
Basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah. Well, I think that's all the shows I'm watching.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rewatching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh my gosh.
The right one. Sorry to the other one, but this is the right one. This is my favorite. I watched it before, but I was rewatching it because I love the show. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, that's what I've been watching while I work on my stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. But it's pretty good. But that's all the time we have for this episode.
Yay!
Yay! So check out those TV shows that we told you guys about. Some V-Wars, The Circle, The Witcher.
The Witcher. Watch it.
Magics for Humans. Like, watch those stuff, guys. Get it together and watch some amazing stuff. The Mandalorian, which is probably like a good chunk of you guys already watching it.
Yeah.
So we don't have to tell you twice to do that. So yeah, this is brought to you by Elite 23 Shopping. Need some new clothes for the new year? Want to look new? Want to try out some new stuff that you didn't want to try last year, but you want to try this year? Go check it out, elite23shopping.com. I am getting hit by the coffee right now.
Lucky.
I've been drinking this since 6 a.m.
Oh, dang.
I take a while drinking my coffee.
Yeah.
If you want new clothes and everything like that, use discount code CBP at your checkout, CBP, for 30% off your whole purchase. CBP, 30% off your whole purchase. Don't forget to check out all the sites to help out the Australian brush dryers. Yep.
And if you like what we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications.
How does it go again? Ring a ding a ling.
You don't have to say it.
I can't remember it now. Ring a ding a ling. Ring a ding a ling. That doesn't sound that smooth. I don't feel like that's something I would have said. Mine's more smoother.
You did say it. Just go
Ring
back.
a ding a ling. I'm gonna have to find it. Ring a ding a ling. Okay. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Ring a ding a ling.